Hey there YouTube, it is Acrylic Anomaly here. We're going to be reviewing a 3DS XL, the new Pokemon Red and Blue edition. So this is for the new game, X and Y. So go ahead and give you a quick look here at the box. Of course, it's top quality as always, Nintendo products are. So we'll go ahead and start looking at some of the things inside. We'll start off with our 3DS XL manual. It comes in 3 different languages. It's full color, plenty of helpful pictures, information, anything you need to get started. It comes in English, Spanish, and French. Next, we'll go ahead over here and take a look at your quick start guides. Once again, full color and English, Spanish, and French. A little Nintendo Club card. You go ahead and put in your little code if you guys are interested in that sort of online thing. It does come with the system. Next, we're going to be looking at our AR cards. These also come with the system if you buy it brand new. You get your card that sets up the game. You get yourself a Mario card, a Toon Link card, a Kirby card, a Samus card, and some Pikmin. As well as behind that, you'll see the AR card that explains how the game works and how to set it up. That will be using your 3DS special camera, and I'll talk about that a little bit later, but it allows you to bring 3D models into your 3DS camera and see them in real time. It's pretty cool. Next, we're going to come over here and talk about the charger, your standard AC charger. It's got a plug that fits right into your standard outlet, folds into the actual charger itself. And then, of course, it has your little adapter end that you'll stick into your system. It's great quality, you know, Nintendo products normally are for their cables and stuff. I haven't had any problems with it. So very top quality stuff. The cable length is pretty long, so you can plug it in somewhere in a wall and go sit on your couch or a chair somewhere nearby and be able to play comfortably while charging your system. You, of course, can play and charge the system at the same time, which is a huge plus. I mean, you could do that with the previous iterations of the DS, but there are some things out there that you can't use while charging. This is not one of them. So you could sit there and charge and play all day if you wanted to. Next, let's take a look at the system itself. Very shiny, as you can see on the left in the silver is a Xerneas, and on the right in the black is Yveltal, the new legendary Pokemon. You can also see the X and Y behind them. Kind of hard to see on the camera, but it is there and it looks really cool. Next, you'll notice a black border which goes all the way around the system, and also is the black plastic that encases the system on the inside. So it looks pretty cool. I really like the red and the black feel. The blue is cool as well. Here's our 3D cameras. Take a look at those. You can use for taking pictures, videos, as well as interacting with games on the system itself. Take a look at the back here. Again, you can see the X and the Y as well as the Nintendo logos. Down in the silver on the bottom right, you can see Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie, which are the 3 new legendaries in the new Pokemon game. Next, we'll go ahead and take a look here at the stylus, which is black. It's good quality. Same thing as the other DS and the 3DS standard, so you guys know what you're getting there. Pretty good. Next, onto the system, open it up, take a look at the screen. Very big screen, very nice quality. Got good solid buttons, good switch for the 3D, which allows you to play your games in 3D. Good solid joystick, D-pad buttons. Then we got our select, home, and start buttons. One of the differences between the XL and the non-XL edition, they're actually separate buttons instead of being that long bar that they are in the standard 3DS thing. So go ahead and power up the system, and I'll show you some of the features and what some things look like. So I'm going to go ahead and try and show you some of the 3D here, but it's not going to look too well because it doesn't translate very well from camera to from the system to the camera. So if you see it in real life, it'll look much better, but I just want to try and give you kind of an idea how that works and what it looks like. I'll go ahead and go through some of the software that I have available, and you guys can just see some things, how it works. It's a great system, very fast, very responsive, tons of options, great display. I mean, it's Nintendo, so you know, it's quality. So you got your health and safety information, just tells you about seizures and other things. Your game cartridge, it plays the original DS as well as 3DS cartridges. 3DS camera, which allows you to take 3-dimensional pictures and interact with games. Your Nintendo 3DS sound, which allows you to tweak sound settings and things. Mii Maker, create Miis just like you would see on the Wii. It also comes with the Mii Plaza that will allow you to interact with other Miis and stuff just like on the console. Nintendo eShop, download games, apps, buy other things, play demos, watch trailers and videos. Pretty cool. AR games, they involve the cards and allow you to do 3D games with your 3DS camera. Face Raiders, pretty awesome game. Take a picture of your friends and family, and then you can shoot them in this 3D world that involves your camera. Your activity log tells you what you've been doing and how many hours you logged in doing stuff, just like on the Wii. The Nintendo Zone, it just allows you to connect to other Nintendo Zone areas if you go on different places. Most people probably won't use it. Download Play, just like the old 3DS stuff, connects the 2 different systems together and allows you to do trading games and stuff like that. Standard system settings, pretty cool. Once again, trying a 3D effect because I think it looks particularly cool on this screen, but you really can't see it that well. But this will tell you, your memory and different things. Swap Note, honestly haven't really used it. I'm guessing it's some sort of messaging system. Dinosaur Office, just some college humor thing. It comes with the new system when you download it. Got some demos here for Project X Zone, Monster Hunter, Fire Emblem, Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Really cool. I like the idea of being able to download demos and try games. Even though it has a limited number of uses, they're usually fairly large, so you can enjoy them without having to, run out of time too quickly. So we'll go ahead here. We're going to take a look at the Nintendo eShop because I think it's pretty awesome, and one of my favorite things about the new system you couldn't do with the old DS, the non-3DS. So you go ahead, load it up here, and we'll bring you into the shop. It's got lots of interesting animations and stuff to keep things busy. It never gets dreary where it's just like loading. So you got tons of options here. You can read up different kinds of news, not just Nintendo-related news, but as you saw, Comic-Con, other cool kind of video game things. Stuff on the Wii U as well as the Nintendo 3DS. Nintendo covers quite a bit with its eShop. You got your virtual console like the old days, talks about future releases, price drops on your games. You can download demos for fun. You can buy applications as well as full downloadable games you could buy for retail as well, or some that are just normally available through the eShop. Pressing the home button will suspend software up in the top and allow you to choose other pieces of software and do other things. Kind of got some multitasking going on there. I really like the ability to do that. You can't play two different softwares at once, however. It will cancel out one software when you choose a new one, but still, overall, pretty cool. So, as you can see, scrolling through the demos, scroll through the other things, just all really responsive. So you can go ahead and launch the demo, and it will cancel out the other software you had in the background that was suspended, and now you can play the new software. So go ahead and just take a look at Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Looks pretty cool. It's a very responsive, nice game. I may eventually do a review on this game at some point, but just showing you how it plays and how you would see things in the 3D. So normally the game just handles kind of like a regular game, but and you flip it into 3D, it kind of gives you the 3D feel. You do not have to play games in the 3D. The 3D works just as the standard 3DS 3D would look. It's just a slightly bigger screen, so nothing new there. I mean, if you're upgrading, you know what you get already, so you're kind of just looking at the same kind of stuff you normally would get. The graphics look pretty good. You don't really get too much stretching or anything on the 3DS games. Even though the screen's bigger, there's no pixelation or bad things like that. Everything still looks really solid. I did notice a little stretching on some of the original DS games, but not too bad. It's not like it hurts your eyes or bothers you. It just looks a little more wide than it normally would, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's still a positive experience. So go over here, you can adjust your screen brightness, your power saving mode up here in your options. You can also toggle how the icons themselves are set up. So if you just keep pushing that button, you can make the icons continually grow smaller until you can set it up almost like your old Wii console would set things up. Just a big list of applications. Honestly, I kind of like it the way that it's set up by default. It just kind of gets ugly and too crazy if you set it up the other way, but it's all on you. If you like it that way, I say go for it. You have a game notes option here, which will go ahead and tell you some things about your games. It's kind of cool. It's nothing like crazy or like super helpful. It's not like a strategy guide or anything, but it'll tell you some useful little pieces of information and things like that. Go over here, take a look at our friends list. Kind of works just like the Wii U friends list. You have your friend codes, you give it to other people, and it logs them into your list. Allows you to see, when you're online, what you're doing, messages. Standard Wii stuff. It's better than the original Wii, though. I think it's, pretty cool. I mean, you still got the relatively ugly Miis to deal with for your picture and stuff, but overall, it's really awesome. You guys can go ahead and add me on a friend code if you want, but you're going to have to tell me that you do it because we both have to add each other, otherwise the connection doesn't go through, just like on the actual Wii itself. So it's got a couple cool parameters, favorite software and things. Nothing too crazy, but I mean, it's nice to have for a little handheld game. So you get your notification center, send you some messages, tell you some things. Nothing too crazy. I mean, you probably won't use it that much, but it's there if you're interested in those sort of things. And then, of course, it has an internet browser just like the Wii did. You can go on all websites just like you normally would expect to. It's pretty up to date. You can do a lot of things. You can't always watch embedded videos and things like that very well. Kind of stinks, but you do have the option to choose between Google and Yahoo, so that's pretty nice. I mean, and its loading times aren't bad. If you want to check out things like that or just look up some information on a game before you buy it or something, it's really great just to have it there. But drop the pen. The stylus. So it is pretty useful, but it's not amazing. Like, I wouldn't honestly substitute it for a computer, but it is there as an option if you want to go ahead and use it. I'll just show you a little example here. I'll go to Google and show you how quick it is. It's not too fast, but it's not too slow. I mean, it's pretty solid for what it is. You go ahead like that and you scroll and it goes up from the bottom screen into the top screen. Still, the bottom screen is the only touch screen on the system, just like the normal stuff. But like I said, it's got a lot of options. You can do pretty much anything you would normally be able to do. Just some of the videos and flash things you can't do because it's handheld rather than a thing. So imagine it's kind of like a phone web app, just a little less than your standard iPhone or Safari or something. So go ahead, take a look at the camera, show you guys how that looks. It's pretty cool. You do have a camera that shoots forward and then one towards you, just like on a cell phone. So here's your inner camera. Go ahead and take a look at me recording. So you can see it's pretty solid quality. It's not amazing, but for what it is, it's pretty cool. It can be used to take pictures of things in the real world, as well as it's kind of functioned in some games too, which is pretty awesome. And like I said, it will also be used to function on your AR cards. Got a couple different options to shoot, whether you use the shoulder buttons or the things. You can put the faces and stuff. It's got face locks like that, which is pretty cool. That also will be used in face raiders and things. So it was a pretty cool new age kind of thing. I'm a big fan of it. I think the camera's fun. It's a cool addition. Most people won't care, but I think it's a pretty cool addition. So go ahead and turn it off. Every time you turn it off, you have the opportunity to click close software, just so if you accidentally do it, you know that you're trying to close it and turn off the system, so it won't just randomly turn off on you. Like I said, good D-pad, good joystick. It moves around, very fluently and it feels nice. The buttons are solid. All your little home buttons, your power buttons, start buttons. You got your mic down there. Go ahead and put the stylus goes right in there. It's got a nice little slot, fits perfectly. It doesn't fall out. Over here is where you're going to see your SD card that you'll use for extra memory in the system. It does come with memory, but these external additions make it so much better to download games, to buy things, just to fill up your 3DS with all these different apps and stuff. You're going to really want to have a card. It does come with an 8GB SDHC card when you buy it brand new. If you buy it used, obviously you can't guarantee you'll get one. It does take a wide variety of different SDHD cards. I'm sorry, it's a 4GB, my bad. But it's still good quality and still has a lot of stuff on it. You can upgrade it. I believe it goes up to 32 or more for what the system allows. It takes most SDHC cards. You don't have to get that specific Toshiba one. So go ahead and take a look at the back of the system here. Got all your standard stuff, your different LNR, which take pictures as well as use in the games. You got your power thing, which is pretty solid. Fits in there snug. You got your little DS holder here. It's got Pokemon Black in it right now for the original DS. Fits, like I said, original and 3DS games, but does not use the Game Boy Advance games. There's your Wi-Fi switch. You can turn it on and off. You don't always have to be connected to the internet. And of course, your volume adjuster, again, works really solid. Up here, we got a headphones port. It just takes most standard headphones, and you got a light to tell you when you're charged or plugged in and when your battery is active, so when you're turned on. It's a really awesome system. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I hope you guys had a fun time. I'd say definitely get it. I mean, overall, it's a really good and fun system. I think you guys will enjoy it. It's definitely worth the upgrade if you have the regular 3DS, especially if you're a Pokemon fan. It retails for $200. If you don't have